Izzy here, and today we're going to go over the top 5 most popular lenses from Canon for sports and wildlife photographers. Stay tuned. Well, thank you for joining us for this segment on the most popular lenses for sports and wildlife photography from Canon. We're first going to start with a very popular lens for the crop sensor market. Notice I have my very trusty ATD here, and I have their very popular 55 to 250 IS STM. This is their latest version. This gives you a very versatile focal distance from the standard kit lens that you get. So it's going to allow you to bring in subject matter, like let's say, for example, you go to your children's favorite sporting event, or you're at a zoological event, or you're even taking wildlife pictures out in the backyard. A very easy lens to take along with you. It's not heavy. It gives you incredible image stabilization, ultra fast, and of course it does have their STM motor, so that means it's great for also shooting video. So it's budget friendly. It's not going to break the bank, and it's something that they can take with you everywhere. Now, let's take a closer look at the next lens in the lineup. All right, so the next lens in the lineup is their newest in the 70 to 300. This actually is their NANO USM focusing motor. So it's ultra fast. It is meant for full frame cameras. So that means if you put it on a crop sensor like this ATD that I have here, you're going to get that extra 1.6 perspective. So it's versatile. It has phenomenal image stabilization. It actually has a readout screen right on top, the little LCD that lets you know your focusing parameters and your image stabilization with a little guide scale. So it's easy to carry, very lightweight, and of course it's still an affordable option for anyone that wants to do incredible sports and wildlife photography without having to jump into a much more expensive lens. So Canon did a great job with this newest upgrade of the 70 to 300 NANO USM. Now let's take a look at the next lens in the lineup. Stay tuned. Okay, so the next lens in the lineup is an L series lens. I'm sure a lot of you notice it because of that beautiful red ring around there. This is Canon's very popular 70 to 200 f2.8L IS USM version 2. This is their latest version in the lineup. Ultra fast lens, constant f2.8 aperture. Now, if you're in the market for something that has to be faster focusing and allows you to work in lower light, look no further. Again, this lens is one of their L series lineup. So you have incredible weather sealing, fantastic image quality. We have the build quality that is world renowned from Canon for their L series lenses. Of course, you have incredible zooming, nice and smooth. It does not extend the lens, so it's all internal zooming and internal focusing. Nice, smooth focusing motor. It's their fastest in the USM lineup. And of course, you have the capability, if you need that extra magnification ratio for ultra wildlife photography, you can get incredible 1.4 and 2x converters from Canon that will not deter the image quality of this lens. Notice how it comes with a tripod collar, but since it has state-of-the-art image stabilization, it's a very easy lens to work with handheld. Plus, again, on my trusty ADD camera, it gives me an incredible magnification ratio due to the crop sensor. So again, fast lens, great build quality, fast focusing. Take a closer look at this 7200 f2.8L IS USM 2. Now, let's take a look at the next lens in the lineup. Stay tuned. So now, the next lens that we have in the lineup happens to be one of my favorite. This is the newest version of the 100-400. It's completely redesigned. Of course, it is an L series lens. It's the IS II USM. Very incredible build quality. We're talking about top notch. You have a very smooth focusing ring. Now notice how they changed that. This is a completely different design from their previous version. They've upgraded the optics, they've upgraded the focusing system. It is considerably faster. You have, again, full-time manual focus, and you have the smallest in the full range ultra zooms in a 100 to 400 millimeter in the Canon's lineup. It has full-time manual focus override, completely weather sealed, ultrasonic motor, newest in technology from Canon. It does give you the capability of working with extenders like a 1.4 or a 2x if you need more. But remember, it's a 400 millimeter at the top end, Again, in conjunction with a nice crop sensor camera like the ATD that I have here, you have that extra magnification ratio. Notice how it's attached to a tripod because it does come with a tripod collar, but it's very easily removable because the image stabilization on this lens is world renowned. So this is a very simple lens to walk around and work with handheld. So if, again, you need that extra magnification for sports or wildlife photography, obviously the 100-400 version 2 from Canon in the L series is a definite improvement. Now, let's look at our final lens, and thank you for staying all the way to the end. We have one more to go. Stay tuned. Well, thank you for sticking to the end. I now have the last lens in the lineup. This is also an L series lens. It's their 300mm f4 image stabilized. It's still one of the more affordable ultra telephotos with image stabilization in the L series lineup. Again, you have incredible build quality. You have bar none image stabilization, so you can still work with this lens handheld, even though it does come with a tripod collar, which is of course easily removable. It's internal focusing, and you have this fantastic built-in lens hood. Again, completely weather sealed, and you have the ultra magnification factor of a 300mm for full frame, plus that extra oomph for your crop sensor cameras. But don't forget, you can also throw on either a 1.4x or 2x converter, so that way it gives you that extra magnification for that ultra wildlife, whether you're doing birding or any kind of animal or wildlife photography that has to work with the ultramid in distance. Plus, if you're doing sports photography with that constant f4 aperture, that gives you the capability of being able to work in low light, handheld, any kind of shooting situation that you need to be working in. Plus, with the image stabilization, you can do fantastic videos, again, with the 300mm f4 L series IS lens from Canon. Well, I hope these lenses gave you some ideas that if you are in the market to do some more wildlife and sports photography and the kit lens just isn't cutting it, these 5 Canon fantastic pieces of equipment are going to let you do so, and you have one for every budget. As always, if the video helped you out, don't forget to hit us up with that like button underneath, and come on, subscribe to the channel. That way you have access to tutorials, frequently asked questions, sneak peeks, and unboxings. And whenever you're in the Miami area, don't forget to come by and say hello at the Digital Gorgeous showrooms. Happy shooting.